Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Menken with Splash Sports. Today is June 10th, 2024, and not a good recap. I want to go over. Absolutely got swept under the rug. We ended up going 2-1 over on X. We won both of our MLB plays and lost our NBA final game. Not a good day yesterday, and looking to absolutely bounce back this week. We got a new slate of series here starting off, so let's bounce right back to it. Let's get back on this winning side, and I'll be a lot better on this show. Remember, on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of the ball game, plain and simple. A NRFI means no runs first inning, while a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into those plays, be sure to smash that like button for me and subscribe to my YouTube channel and toggle on that notification button. That way, every time I drop another video, you guys will be notified. All right, let's start off this new week on a new note here. Starting off with game number 1, we got the Chicago White Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners here. For the Chicago White Sox, YRFI will be on the mound here. He's 4-1 this season with 74.1 innings of work. He does have an ERA sitting at a 3.27 here with 73 strikeouts, just under a strikeout here per inning in 27 earned runs on the season. He'll be matched up here against the Seattle Mariners' Logan Gilbert, 3-4 on the season, 3.2 innings of work, and ERA sitting at a 3.12, 76 strikeouts and 25 earned runs. Gilbert is coming off a loss in his last outing against the Athletics on the road, going 7 innings of work, 5 hits, and 1 earned run there. You look at what Fetty has done this season in his last 2 starts against the NL Central opponents in the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. He went 10 innings pitched combined, 15 hits combined, and 7 total earned runs in those 2 games. The Sox are coming off a push, basically, in that series against the Boston Red Sox. They had a 4-game series. They won 2 out of those 4, so they split the series there against the Boston Red Sox. The Chicago White Sox team has found a little life midway through the season. I like YRFI in this position, especially Logan Gilbert coming off a loss, a bounce-back spot here at home against the White Sox team. Just watch out for their top of the order there and their leadoff spot. That's why in game number 1, though, between the Chicago White Sox and the Seattle Mariners, we're going to smack the NRFI, no runs first inning. So we're on to game number 2, where the Toronto Blue Jays take on the Milwaukee Brewers here. Jose Barrios will be on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's 5-4 this season, 80.1 innings of work. He does have an ERA sitting at a 2.8 with 60 strikeouts and 25 earned runs here on the season for Jose. He'll be matched up here in Milwaukee against the Brewers' Colin Ray, 4-2 this season, 63.2 innings of work, and ERA sitting at a 3.53, a little higher end. And he has 44 strikeouts so far this season in 25 earned runs. You look at Jose Barrios, hasn't picked up a win or a loss in his last 3 outings. His most recent outing was against that Baltimore Orioles team, going 6 innings of work, 6 hits, and 2 earned runs. Same with Colin Ray. Hasn't picked up a win or a loss in his last 3 outings, and only went 4 innings in his most previous outing against the Philadelphia Phillies. After yesterday's game with these Milwaukee Brewers, the Tigers absolutely put a beating on them. 10-2, the Tigers won that game. I'm expecting the Brewers to get back here at home in Miller's Ballpark and to do damage here early on against this Toronto Blue Jays team and Jose Barrios. That's why in game number 2 between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Milwaukee Brewers, we are smacking the YRFI yes runs first inning. So on to our 3rd and final game between the New York Yankees and the Kansas City Royals here. For the New York Yankees, Carlos Rodon will be on the mound. He's 8-2 this season with 73 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 3.08 here, 71 strikeouts and 25 earned runs for Carlos Rodon. Absolutely shoving this year, and so is Seth Lugo for this Kansas City Royals team, 9-1. He's 84.1 innings of work. Does have an ERA sitting at a 2.13 here, 71 strikeouts, under a strikeout here per inning as well, in 20 earned runs. Seth didn't look good, though, in his last outing against that Cleveland Guardians team. He went 6 innings of work, 6 hits, and 5 earned runs. He also hasn't pitched back at home since May 18th, and he is finally back in Kansas City, where he'll be starting against the New York Yankees here tonight. Carlos Rodon, he's coming off another win against the Minnesota Twins in his last outing, going 6 innings of work, 3 hits, and 2 earned runs. These Yankees just played the Los Angeles Dodgers on Sunday Night Baseball in the Bronx. It's a very quick turnaround to get on a flight here and to play the Kansas City Royals and to have their bats come out. So I'm expecting Seth Lugo to absolutely carve these Milwaukee's New York Yankees top of the order, and same with Carlos Rodon, which he's been doing all year. That's why in game number 3 between the New York Yankees and the Kansas City Royals, we're also smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. Let's take a recap of the games I've selected for you today. Game number 1 between the Chicago White Sox and the Seattle Mariners, NRFI. No runs first inning. Game number 2 between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Milwaukee Brewers, YRFI. Yes runs first inning. In our third and final game between the New York Yankees and the Kansas City Royals, we're smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Menken with Splash Sports. If you have not done so, smack that like button for me. It helps me out a ton and it costs you guys none. And let's absolutely have a bounce back day on this show. Go follow me over on X to get every single one of my MLB plays. We were 2-0 yesterday. 2-1 overall, lost our NBA final overplay, but still go follow me at Nick Menken on X and let's have an absolute bounce back day. Best of luck and best bets.